What's up, everyone? This is Alvie from Just Alvie News. Thought I'd drive Arch Street. How we doing here? Give you guys a few seconds to log on. I will tell you that looking pretty good. On the main road, we're definitely looking good on Arch Street. Now look, y'all see all those patches right there. That will definitely be the black ice. Lots of dry spots. But a lot of these side roads are going to be bad for sure still. Thank God we got some of that sun out there for sure. Arch Street is definitely don't have that sheet of ice on it, but things like that will and could currently be a sheet of ice, and definitely like right here. All that'll be completely frozen in just a couple of hours as soon as we get off of it. The Dollar General parking lot currently looks clear. All this is going to be ice in a couple of hours again, just as soon as so you see all the water still there. Another place is going to be black ice. So you probably, if for some reason you do have to get out, you probably got an hour to get out or so before this starts freezing, because things like this is what we're going to have the problems with, as that will turn into black ice overnight. Here, like this is up at Arch Street Fire Department. This will all be black ice within a couple of hours. Keep in mind on these side roads, the shade might still have ice, so these roads are definitely still going to be slick tomorrow as the kiddos go to school, or not. Most of Plasky, North Little Rock, all the big ones did close their schools. Same way thing at the intersections. So if there's anything you need, I am traveling towards Pratt Road from my house in Landmark. That's not the news. It is the Newsmobile. This is definitely the Newsmobile I am. The Newsmobile got out. My driveway was out. You see the parking lots are pretty made, but you see all that, all this right here will turn back to ice just as soon as people stop driving on it. And like here, it's going to be bad. All that's going to be black ice in just a little bit. Anywhere where there's shade. I know my mother still won't be able to get out of her driveway off of L Road. In fact, I think I overdressed for the occasion out here, just in case. If I almost made it to Pratt Road, one side of Arch is like okay, the other side not so much. I personally didn't see any salt vehicles out here. Like here's going to be a complete mess at Pratt Road within a few hours out here. So if you do need to make it out, now would definitely be the time to make it out. I do see people traveling down Pratt Road, so my guess is that it'll be okay as well. I'm going to go down a little further here on Arch Street to let you guys know there's Circle K. Their parking lot looks cleaned off. So we're currently traveling down Arch Street into the Landmark. We'll see if we can go the other way. I figured once I could get out of my driveway, these roads would be cleared off. But you see that side of Arch Street, not so much. For on the way back, here's Catfish Jimmy's Tattoo Shop up here on the right. He's still got some ice, but all these wet spots that you're seeing will definitely be ice again within just a few hours, or just as soon as people start driving on. Like this right here, any of those reflections that you're seeing, this is what our nightmare. This is right here at Arch Street. That's going to be a nightmare in just a few hours. This is about by Surratt's, about Bailey Street up here, by Benedict Arnold. It's not slick on the other side, Sandy. I'm just going to go up here and turn around at Dixon Road. I'm watching my surroundings out here pretty good, and see if what East End is looking like. There's going to be another one of those spots. So you see where the corners are going to be. That's where it's going to be dangerous. And things like this. Here, maybe a couple of sheets of ice right there. I just crossed because we're in the shade. But Arch Street is currently drivable right now. There's Jennings Road. I definitely wouldn't be going down Jennings Road because of the shade. Once again, all of this has got water on it, so it is going to refreeze. As I look down the side roads, it is definitely still bad. Arch Street is going to be an absolute mess again in a few hours, where all this water is at certain spots. So if you need to get out for any reason, main roads, how about the back? The back roads are bad. Sonny, I ain't going to be able to drive down the back roads. I mean, looking down Jennings Road, any place there was a shade. Now take a look here. We got a lot of shade here. So there's still ice right here on Arch Street where the shade is. So imagine the side roads where it doesn't get as much traffic. Anywhere there's shade, it is definitely, even this road is still wet right here. Like, so we're going to have lots of black ice tonight. Anywhere there's shade, you can expect ice. Looking down Jennings Road and the side roads, I can tell that they are in not good shape. Here, approaching Arch Street, Will and Tire, you see low-level area, some ice still here. The road completely wet. This right here will be one big sheet of ice within a couple of hours, especially when that sun goes down and you guys stop traveling on it. Turn some of this heat off here. One big sheet of ice. Now I've just about made my way down to Dixon Road. Still ice spots everywhere. You see at the Little Rock Training Academy has ice spots, lots of water there. But if you do need to get out, now you probably got a little time to get out as we speak. Anywhere there's had shade, so these back roads like Ironton Road and all of them, we're going to be turning right here. They're going to have ice on them. All these little spots out here will have ice on it. Imagine Dixon Road will be about as clear as Arch Street, and I'm up here at the Nikki Food Mart. So what you're basically going to see on the main roads where there's sunshine is a lot of water on the ground, which will definitely turn to black ice. I do see a road crew coming down now, so they'll be scraping some more off. I don't know if y'all see them there. It looks like they might be turning down Dixon Road. We're going to make a left. We'll wait till this traffic passed. We're going to make a left and head back. See an ice truck there. It looks like make a left, and we're going to head back towards East End. To let you know, so that was from Dixon Road to where I live in Landmark. We can get reports on Sardis. Here's going to be the thing. If it's got shade like Sardis and Sawmill does, it's still going to have ice patches. I'm saying that because here on Arch Street, where I'm driving, where there's amounts of shade, there's still ice. In just a couple of minutes, I'll be coming up on one of those sections. You see the diesels are taking it slow because, like I told you, anywhere there's shade, and it definitely was on those side of the roads, you're risking ice patches. Now, right up here by D&H Auto Sales and Arkansas Roto-Rooter up here, this will be a complete nightmare in just a few hours. So Arch Street in just a few hours will not be able to be traveled. In just a few hours, Arch Street, you will not be able to get to travel. For some reason, you need to go out and get some extra supplies. If you need to go down to Sanders Ace Hardware and get you some propane, now is the time. Like, please don't wait. You got about an hour and a half, because as soon as the sun starts dropping, that's when all these things are going to turn into black ice. Now, remember when we was out here earlier this morning? It was about a half inch of ice. Now, I'm not going to risk it in the news, but here, I'll give you a good example. Right here. we're on the main road. There's still ice here because of the shade. This is what Jennings Road is going to look like. This is what Bracy Road's going to look like. This is what Sardis is going to look like. This is what Sawmill is going to look like. I don't want to slow down traffic too much back there. Roads like Willow Springs. Look, here's if I can get y'all a good shot. Willow Springs. It still has ice on the road. Bracy has shade, so Bracy will definitely have ice. So if you're on the back road, before you go anywhere, go out and kind of walk around. Like right here, we'll have more ice coming tonight. I'm currently headed back towards East End. Here's another spot. All this is still ice. I just drove on it. It's a little mush. Right by Jenny's Dairy Bar. You know, the guy that has all the wonderful signs hanging up for us all the time out here. Here, like Art Street is going to be an absolute mess just as soon as the sun goes down. Here's another good example. Here's ice that I'm still driving on because it is shaded. So roads like Bracy, Mel Route, Ironton, Ivy Chapel, Atwood, parts of Chico Road, they're still going to have ice on them right now because this is a well-traveled road on Arch Street, and we're having still ice patches on it. Right here, headed up by Catfish Jimmy's again on the opposite side. Still ice showing. Patches of ice. Anywhere there's shade, there's definitely still ice. And tonight, like you can't, I don't know if y'all can see the reflection off the road like I can, but like right now we have a bunch of water. Those little spots of water as we approach the Circle K. That's going to be black ice, which is the most dangerous ice because people don't realize there's ice there. Now we're approaching Pratt Road again where the DG is. That's going to be all ice where I just crossed in just a couple of hours. Here's another little section. It's coming around the corner by Arch Street Estates. Ice still on the road here, even though it's slushy. If you're not careful, you'll hit one of those ice packs and of course be very dangerous. Hey, by the way, I do believe Little Caesars is going to be open till 5 o'clock. Here, even though you're seeing that sunshine, it's going to leave that layer of wetness out there. I'm going to see if I can't take a peek at Atwood. I'm going to already tell you guys there's still going to be ice on the Atwood Road. I see it from Arch Street. So Atwoods definitely have ice on it. It does look like Family Dollar Tree is open. We're approaching Mel Route Road right now. Up by the fire department. Look, anywhere there is shade, keep in mind I will not be able to read all y'all's comments, guys, but because I'm watching the road. Anywhere there's shade, there is going to be ice and ice patches. Arch Street is probably one of the most traveled roads in East End and Landmark, and you see here the patches we got. The Dollar General DG Market here. DG Market, right in front of DG Market. It is currently open right now. All this water, I'm actually hearing water. I'm going to tell you right now, if Sawmill has shade, I do not advise you to drive down it because I am on Arch Street. There's more cars travel down Arch Street than any other road in our area. Maybe with the exception of the Sheridan Highway. Every side road I'm looking at still has patches of ice. Schools will be out tomorrow. Yeah, North Little Rock, Pulaski County, they've already closed. Little Rock's already closed. There is no way that the Sheridan School District will be open tomorrow, just by looking at some of these roads out here. And keep in mind, Sheridan's weather came a little later than the rest of us. I'm going to slow down, take a look down Singley Road. Singley Road shaded area. Definitely, I can see patches of ice still down Singley Road. Am about to approach Bracy. Here, shaded spot, definitely ice right before Bracy. And of course, Bracy is always got shade all the way down. It may look clear from the freeway. You get right here going into East End, it can be deceiving. It looks like we're pretty dry. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Much drier than we was in the Pulaski County side up there. The road seems dry, so we'll probably have less ice here overnight. We are coming up on the Saline and Pulaski County line, up on Spring Lake. We'll definitely get some more shade, so we'll get to see how the roads change. Now, I was told they was out pre-treating some of the roads in Saline County yesterday. Right here around the curve, that's going to still got ice. I still see the ice on that first curve going to getting closer to the bridge up on Spring Lake Road. The bridge will definitely be iced over. Water's still on it. Now, Spring Lake from right here looks good. I can definitely tell that Saline County has been out treating the roads. Here's going to be a dangerous spot as we approach the mini storage. It's always dangerous. Up here, look here. Ice. Right there. It's going to be all melted. This is with the pre-treat, and we are coming up here on a dangerous curve. Well, I was going to tell you, a lot of times this is where cars come off the road. I do not advise driving this way. I do not advise driving this way. There is still ice right in front of East End Mini Storage, or whatever it's called now. I do not advise driving that way. You already know honeysuckle is going to be bad. It looks like you can ice skate on it. So right in front of the mini storages there on Arch Street is bad. It hadn't even thawed out all the way. I am driving on water right now. Of course, all this will be ice in the morning time. Well, actually, within a couple of hours. What's keeping it that way right now is we're driving on it, the sun's hitting it. We're coming up to where Ace Hardware is. Roads look pretty clear, but here's again, you see this clear spot on the other side has got water, and then you hit these spots like here that might still have patches of ice. So don't slow down, maintain your speed. Whatever you're at when you're going through there. We are there's Sanders Ace Hardware. Of course, they did get a propane shipment in. Their parking lot's all good, running them, taking care of you guys. I am approaching Edwards. Everything looks good out here. Edwards parking lot, a few wet spots out in this area. Coming up to where the nutrition pad is. Now this looks dry right up in this area. In downtown East End, it looks dry. You see the nutrition pad's parking lot looking dry. It looks dry. Now we are going to approach Sawmill, but here's your problem. You get into a shady area, and all that's going to freeze rapidly. The Dollar General in East End is open. I will make a ride on Sawmill just to kind of show you guys I'm not driving down in it. I'm not that silly. Just to kind of show you. So like going towards this way might be okay. But tomorrow, everywhere I'm hitting water is going to be frozen. And you can already see where I'm at there. I'm going to turn into the store here. Right up on top of that hill and below is going to look like this. I mean, because here's the parking lot at what we call the Shell. I'm telling you, Sardis is going to be the same way. Abbey Road is closed today. They said they might open up tomorrow. I'm I'm approaching French Salon. They're closed. Basically everything in East End's closed today, with a few limited spots. Hey, I'm coming up on East End Elementary. Bracy, since all the shade is going to have ice all over it. I have not driven down Bracy. They have not treated Bracy as far as I can tell. So there's lots of shade. So any areas like Sardis or Sawmill that has lots of shade, drive at it on your own risk, but you better get out and do it like right now. Don't wait 30 minutes. Don't wait an hour. Even I just looked down Sardis Road. It looks clear until you get up there. We're going to give you an example of how this is going to be as I make my way to Hope Valley. And by the way, Saline County has treated their roads. Chico is going to be basically the same way as Arch. The problem you're going to get at these shaded areas is where your dangerous area is. That's right, like right here. That's ice. So I'm going to go ahead and get in this other lane. That's still ice right there. So this is kind of give you an example. Remember, this is Arch Street. It's going to be the most traveled road that we have out here. So Sardis Road and Sawmill Road has got lots of shady spots. More shady spots than this. Bracy Road does as well. Pratt Road probably in the dips. Here's going to be a great example. I am slowing down. We're right up by the monastery. And you're still seeing patches of ice. This is what you're going to get on Sardis and Sawmill Road. Things like this. And like I said, you might be able to go through it right now. Like now we're getting closer to the more of the treacherous. This is going to be like what Sardis and Sawmill, Atwood, Mail Route, where you might have some slush, but maybe it is ice. I definitely don't recommend driving if you do need to get out. Look, so y'all seen how clear it's been. Now look what we're coming upon up here. Stay in these centers for right now if you do make it this way. That's how come you don't want to get out into I'm up here at Hope Valley now where the parking lot's going to be fine. So we have made it to Hope Valley down here. We're going to go down there and turn around. I think Larry's Pizza's closed now. The laundry lounge is open. They just don't have an attendant. Hey, did y'all know we had an Amazon fulfillment place right here? So basically, here's what I'm telling you guys. Most traveled road in East End and Landmark still has icy spots, even though it's mainly slush. All the roads you guys are asking about, Atwood. Is it travelable? Probably. Be careful. It won't be travelable in about an hour. Bracy. Is it travelable? Probably, but be careful because it's going to be clear in some spaces and a mess in others. Same thing with Sawmill and Sardis. The issue with Sawmill and Sardis is the amount of curves, and the amount of curves by the shade. Hey, the Newsmobile does have a blinker fluid. It does. I use the blinker. I do got to put a right front blinker. I got to order it. Won't be ratting me out up here. So basically, you got a good hour if you want to get out on the main road. Don't be misled when you're coming down those main roads because it's going to sneak up. It's going to sneak up on you on those one spots. You seen how well I traveled down Arch Street till we got close to the monastery, and we definitely had to change our course of action out here. I'll switch back to the front view camera and I'll head back. That way y'all can make sure I make it to my destination. But I did want to I'm not going to go down to the Sheridan Highway there. Okay, I'm going to turn back on Arch Street. That way you get the other lane perspective on it. All right, Beverly, I didn't use the blinker then. I did not. I just caught myself not using the blinker. Once again, see, we're looking good, but all these wet spots are going to be black ice. And here's what I'm going to tell you. Here's why I'm cautioning you against Sardis and Sawmill. Here, Arch Street looks good. Now I'm going to have to keep it in the mush because this is ice on Arch Street. The road that looks clear still has ice. I literally have drove across ice. Some of that I just drove across was ice, and not slush. Here's the other thing. Remember, drive slow. Do not hit your brakes. Take your foot off the gas. If you need propane, Ace Hardware got a shipment of it in. All this is going to be a nightmare tomorrow. That's why I'm telling you that there's no way in the world Sheridan School District buses will not be able to get down Arch Street in the morning, because there's just another house that we just passed there with ice and stuff in the road. Even this road, even though it looks clean, there's dampness in it, there's wetness. That's all going to be black ice. You don't want to risk that. You don't want to risk black ice. So I'm going to tell you, if you need to get out, you need to get out like right now. Don't wait 30 minutes. Don't wait 45 minutes. Because all of this will start freezing over. Remember, it is still below freezing right now. The only reason we're getting these smelty spots is because the heat from the pavement and the sun shining down and everybody driving. Ain't no one going to Hope Valley today. You know I had to make it to Hope Valley up here. Like here in front of the school. See, this could be very misleading because out in front of the elementary school until you get right up here by Joey's Kitchen, which, by the way, if you hadn't had Joey's Kitchen is amazing. And they're closed today. We are passing East End Fire Department at this time. Whoa, let me get my grip back there. East End Road, I'm going to tell you, it's probably going to be the same thing. It might look dry at the beginning, but when you get down to the side roads there, you're risking it that it might be frozen already. So I guess if you're one of the lucky ones to actually live off the main road, maybe you'll be able to get somewhere. But I'm going to tell you again, just me looking down Sawmill Road, I can see the ice on the second hill. You know, when you get out there, that dip already out there. Now that might be sludge, but you got to be careful. We're in downtown East End right now, and though it looks dry, all these wet spots that we see are going to turn into black ice tonight. All this will turn into black ice tonight, within the next hour or so. I mean, because the temperature is still below freezing. Looks like Chef Walks is open, but Hibachi is closed. Here was a little slick spot right back there. This right here is going to be pretty wet tomorrow. Believe it or not, I got a little warm in this car. Edwards is still open. They will close at 5 today as well. Looks like the Family Dollar in East End is open as well. The Dollar General in East End is open. Of course, Ace Hardware is open, and they're out there filling propane right now. Lawrence Drive is going to be another one of those side streets that'll be misleading because it looks dry until you go down it a little bit. So if you do go out, proceed with caution. I need you to do it within the next hour or so. Do it leave the house in the next 15 or 20 minutes to get your business done. And I'm going to remind you here just in a minute why. Have y'all seen this big, beautiful house they're building here? Gorgeous house. Sorry. That right there is why. That's going to be ice. Some of it's still got ice in it. Of course, we're coming up on the crazy curve here in East End, right by the mini storages, where people always roll in. Oh, it's going to be a booger tonight. Not even tonight. I want y'all to realize, like right here, this is already going to be slick. Within an hour or so, this is going to be ice. Because look here, we're going to cruise real slow because this hasn't thawed out. Like I'm currently coasting on ice. Currently coasting on ice. This is not slush. I am coasting on ice coming up on Spring Lake. Just the way that curve is and the shade there. So definitely get out, do what you got to do now. Don't wait, don't shower, just put on your clothes. If you got to go to the store, if you miss something, go out and do it now. Like I said, just about every place that is open is closing at 5. Now, Saline County has treated the roads and pre-treated the roads. I can't confirm if Pulaski County has made it this far out or not. The bridge definitely has been treated out here. Of course, that will be done by Arkansas Department of Transportation, but just looking down the side roads up there. Now, we are making it back to Pulaski County. And the side roads, you can definitely tell the difference of the ones that have been salted and stuff when you look down them. But if you need to go out, put on your clothes, go out now. Don't wait, go out now. Don't wait, go out now. It is still below freezing. Even Southern Belle's street looks clear, but when you hit that shady area, so if you live in Southern Belle, you can probably come out there. Highway 5 is not good. Here's going to be another example. Here, like y'all saw how clear Arch Street is. Here is ice on this side of the road. Ice still, right there. So that's how come. And one thing for sure, y'all don't need to be speeding, because it can be very misleading. Within a few minutes of this road being not traveled, this can turn into black ice, and it absolutely will turn into black ice tonight. 100% we will have black ice. That's why I'm telling you, there is no way, just me driving down Arch Street, that Sheridan School District will be in session tomorrow. And we already know Little Rock, North Little Rock, Pulaski County, I want to say Cabot, all the larger school districts have already closed. You know, Sheridan and Bryant are usually the last to let you know. I'm going to make my way back up to the store. If you don't got rhymes, don't be spending it. It can be misleading for sure. For sure. You do not want to be speed. You want to go slow. You want to go slow. Don't worry about the guy riding your butt, because here's where you want to go slow. I'm going to slow down in the no ice spot right here. Like there's still, this is in front of the DG Market. This, now maybe we'll slow down when we get here, but everything else is going to be black ice. That's just going to be black ice, because it's going to be very misleading to you guys, to all of us. Even this road is damp. Y'all don't see it on the road I'm driving on. It is damp, so that's going to freeze just as soon as we start driving on it, because the below temperatures is when that sun goes down, it is over. We're going to be locked in. So if you need something, you need to leave your house and you need to go get it now. If you need to order that pizza from Little Caesars, they're open to 5. Order it and go get it now. If you didn't get your milk and bread, go get it now. If you need to go get propane, go get it now. Go refill your bottles while Roddy and them's got it in. Coming up on Landmark, this will all be a mess. up here. So go get it now. This is the condition of the busiest traveled road we have. You've seen the ice spots that we have out there. Think about the least traveled roads that we have. And if you don't live on Arch Street, you probably don't fully understand how much traffic Arch Street gets. And I'm gonna, this parking lot I'm pulling in up here is gonna be a great example. And I'll get out and show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys now because the current parking lot I am before I let you guys go. This is what you gotta be worried about on Bracy Road, on Sardis Road, on Sawmill Road. Here, the parking lot looks dry, so it's going to be a good example. We got dry. Then we got damp. Tomorrow, that damp, in just about an hour or so, that's going to be black ice, okay? But then those areas that have shade, because we're at a place that has shade, those areas that has shade, this is not mush. This is still ice. So if you live on one of those side roads, and lots of it, if you live on one of those side roads, you don't want to get out. You just don't want to get out. If you do, please proceed with caution. I see people flying down Arch Street. I do encourage y'all to slow down. If you need something, you need to get out and get back home within the next hour. Are you waving at me? Get home and get back out in the next hour. That way you will be safe. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go into the store, which I started for. I'll get my lecture from my mama in a little bit, which is normal this time of year. But thank God we had that sun out. Please, 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 if you do decide to get out, make sure you leave enough time to get out and get back within the next hour. Slow down. Don't worry about the person riding your butt. Be responsible. Don't let the roads trick you because they look clear and they're actually not. All right, guys. I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. This is Alvie from Just Alvie News with your road update, reminding you to always make good choices.